Ciao, benvenuti tutti. How are you, loves? Our fabulous music, Americano, Americano. Don't you love it? I better put it down so I don't get thrown off Facebook. How are you, loves? Welcome. It is meatball night. I thought I'd dress up in my lemons again because it's been rainy and dreary and I feel like, you know, I'm in the Amalfi Coast. Here we are. We're here with Mama Lamberti, Rob, directore extraordinaire, over here, and Dr. Lars is upstairs. So we're all in the house. How are you all, loves? So tonight I am going to do meatballs, little bit of a different spin. And in honor of my dear friend Cheryl Burkle, I know you're watching. Give a shout out, Miss Cheryl. She is gluten-free, and so is Rob. And so I thought I was going to do gluten-free tonight. So we're not going to put breadcrumbs or anything in. I have a different sort of way to do it to make them moist. We'll see what you think about that one. But you have to like mushrooms, guys. I know there's a few out there who don't like them, but this is what we're gonna do. So should I show the mushroom? Should I show the meatballs that I made first? Oh, here we go, loves. I made some earlier today. Now they may not be completely round, but here they are. See there? Here's my meatballs. Now I did make these with 100% grass-fed ground beef, which was 80-20 with 80%, meat, 20%, fat, and then 97-3. So I mixed them so they wouldn't be too lean, but yet not too fatty. So that's a mix of both. I know some people love to use ground pork, ground turkey, ground veal, a lot of different things, but I just thought I had ground beef. That's what I used. It's grass-fed. Really, really lovely. So that's what they turned out. I made some today, and then I'm going to show you how I did this. Fantastic. Grazie mille, Rob. So if you want to chat along, I'm going to show you what I do. So I have my food processor set up, and what people usually do in Italy, they make something called a paillard. And a paillard, and I made a little here as an example, it's bread with milk that's been soaking for, 20, 30 minutes. And what you do is you use this to moisten the meatballs. You can also use breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are beautiful as well. You can do this. Hi, Miss Cheryl Burkle. This is for you, love. So we're not going to use the paillard. We're not going to use bread tonight or any gluten. We're going to do it a different way. So I hope everybody likes mushrooms out there. I know some people don't. It's okay. You don't have to use them. You can use onion and garlic. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? So this is what I do. Oh, a little piece of bread. Thanks, sweetheart. So I have some mushrooms, just regular button mushrooms. You can use cremini, use whatever you like. Don't use them. I'm going to throw them into the food processor. I'm doing it quickly whole, so you don't have to chop it up. I want a really fine chop, and I'm going to saute it then because I'm going to get a really beautiful caramelization on the onion and the shallot. That's what I love to do before I put it in. A lot of people like to do that raw with the raw onion or garlic. I like to cook it all so it's very cooked, and then it goes in cooked, and it makes it very moist. So here we go. Mushrooms, I'm gonna throw them in. Here we go, loves. Throwing the mushrooms in. They're falling all over the place. Mushrooms are in. Now we have onion, just half of a yellow onion, and I have one shallot cut in half. I love the sweetness and the subtlety of shallot. Boom. As you see, I'm not putting any garlic in. I know. Am I Italian? No, probably not. And Rob's saying hello. That's how it is, how we roll on a Saturday night, people. I know, I've had too much coffee, right? I know, that's all good. So let me just pulse this. We're gonna pulse this into a very fine, not yet a paste, and then I'm gonna saute it. Here we go, guys. Just let it get all nice. Just pulse it so it doesn't get too much water in it. You just wanna pulse it so you have a fine mix of onion, shallot, and mushroom. There we go. There may be a few larger mushrooms. Just kind of work that in until it gets all worked in, and then we're gonna saute this. And this makes a huge difference in meatballs. Let's see, here we go. Let me see, there's a few large ones. We'll just give that to Rob. There we are. Let's do it one more time. There we are, my loves. Fantastic. Now you have this gorgeous mixture. I'm gonna take this off, and we're gonna move this now. Thank you, sweetheart. We're gonna move it. Good, look at my books. I have them propped up. It's Travia. I have opera scores here, propping up my props. It's all good. The lights went out a little. We're just doing a little bit of a switcheroony here. And there we go. Let's look at that. The magic of TV when you have a fabulous director. So now what I have here, guys, is my beautiful mushroom, onion, and shallot. You could put garlic in it. Also, you can put some parsley. I have some beautiful parsley, and I have some fresh basil here, which I'm gonna have to actually chop up now because I meant to put it in and forgot. It's all good. So I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna start this up and I'm gonna saute it in a little butter and a little olive oil. That's what I'm gonna do tonight, my loves. So let me get this started. Let me unlock my, that's how it goes, lovies. Here we go. So I'm gonna put this on. There we go. We're gonna saute this up in some olive oil and butter, and you're gonna see what this does. Some beautiful extra virgin olive oil, a little beautiful grass-fed butter. Let's do it, guys. There it is. See, here we go. You got it? We're gonna let that warm up. We're gonna saute the shallot, the mushroom, and the onion, and it's really gonna get beautiful and caramelized. Then I'm gonna mix that in with my ground beef, which I have over here, and fresh herbs, and Parmigiano Reggiano, or you can use Grana Padano, or you can use Pecorino, or you can use, you can use a mix of all of them, whatever you like. I think these are great because they're very customizable. When I first made these 2 weeks ago, I had some leftover pesto. I threw pesto in it. So you can use whatever you like, whatever you can dream up. If you like certain herbs like oregano, put that in. If you like tons of garlic, put it in. But I would suggest, for me, I like to saute the garlic a touch. I think it really adds a little bit more, just a sort of nuttiness and an earthiness to it, because I find raw garlic's very strong, a lot of bite, especially if you don't take the core out. So it's very strong, and I find just as, as a singer, I don't like to eat a lot of raw garlic. So I do like mine sauteed. And so do that, or roast it in the oven. I think it's delicious roasted. So here we are, we're melting down our beautiful butter, our olive oil. The butter just helps the mushrooms caramelize a bit. It just gives a little bit more flavor. But if you just want to do all olive oil, go for it, my loves. So here we go. We're just gonna saute this up. And this is what I love to do. Now, a lot of people might not do this for their meatballs, but I find, let me get all that goodness out of here, loves. Here we go. Thank you, Robert. Fabulous. I love to saute it up. It just gives a depth of flavor to it. But you know what else I love to add? A really beautiful smoky quality. I love smoked paprika. I think it's fantastic. Put it in, don't put it in. I just think it adds another depth of flavor. So instead of the breadcrumbs or the Paillard bread and milk mix, we're using the mushrooms to make it really, really moist, and that's what it is. And I'm also baking the meatballs in the oven at around 375 on a baking sheet with like a Silpat, because I find frying them, I know a lot of people, if you want to fry them, go for it. It's just a lot of spitting and messiness. So I just thought sometimes baking them is a really nice way to get a lot done quickly in the oven. So here we go. We're just going to saute this down. I'm going to brown this off, and I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. It's really, really lovely. Look at that. Gorgeous. We found this at, you know who has a lot of great smoked paprika and paprika products is Marshall's Home Goods. In their herb section, in their specialty food section. It's beautiful. It adds a little color. I just love the smell. It's very smoky. Really fantastic. So we're going to just saute that up and caramelize that a bit and get the raw taste out of the onion, out of the shallot, out of the mushroom. And then this is going to act as our Paillard. It's going to act as the moisture that goes into the meatballs. It's fantastic. And another secret, I had a little left over. This is what it looks like. I made this afternoon with some fresh herbs in it. I'm going to just add this to what I'm cooking because I had some left over. So I'm just adding that to the batch. And also we have some beautiful fresh parsley and basil from the garden that we had at the end of the summer stash. There it is. So we're just going to saute this up, guys. And then we're going to add this to our beautiful mixture. Another secret I like to do with the meatballs that I made is nutritional yeast. If you don't know this, it's fantastic. You get a lot of B vitamins. All your B vitamins are in here. B12, B2, B6. Really good. I just love it. I love to eat it on popcorn, but it gives a really beautiful umami, nutty, rich texture to the meatballs. So it is gluten-free. So you can also add this. Sorry, now I'm getting a little bit high. I'm going to turn it down, guys, because you know how this is. This thing likes to go high and burn really quickly. So I have to work quite fast. So there we go. Just saute that up. It doesn't take long. It does not take long for this to get cooked up. Add whatever you want to. We're also going to add a little salt, a little sea salt here I have. little bit of that. Got a lot of salt because the Parmigiano has a lot of salt. Here's my parm. What I love to do, this was a Barefoot Contessa hack. When I get the parm, the big chunks of parm that I'll get at Lidl, this is what we got, it's on special. You get it, as you see, I've already done it. Big piece like this. There's the beautiful parm rind. This is 24-month aged, it's fantastic. What I do is I cut it off in blocks and I put it in the Cuisinart and then I grind it up into like little pebbles. And I find that it's the best way in the meatballs. If you do it on the grater or if you do it on the microplane, I find it's too light. It's just almost too feathery. There's not enough substance to it. So that's why I love to do it here, like Barefoot Contessa does. She does this and then she freezes it. It's really fantastic. So I think, hold on, let me have a little tasty of this. So what do you guys do? Do you have certain recipes? Do you like to use a combo of pork or veal or beef or turkey meatballs are great or chicken? There's so much you can do now. What are some of your recipes? Share them with me. Like, what do you like to do? I'm just gonna taste this, guys. I'm still gonna cook it a little longer just because I'm getting a little bit of the onion and shallot taste, which is sort of still a little bit raw. So I'm just gonna cook that down a little bit more. Wow, it's really spicy. Woo! What's in there that's hot? It's really smoked. Maybe it's the smoked paprika. Oh. It's smoked hot paprika. I didn't know that. The one before was the exact same bottle. It was smoked paprika. This is smoked hot. So now we're in for it, guys. So these are gonna be Bob Larson Mom's meatballs, because, whoa, I just went, what in God's name is happening? That's what it is. This is smoked hot. See the fire on it? Good. Yeah, and so I'm not a big hot food person. I don't really enjoy it. Yeah, yeah. Where's the water? There it is. So, thank you. Hi, Paula. How are you, sweetheart? Lovely to see you. So put in a little smoked paprika, and if you want hot and you like hot, go for it. Now they're hot meatballs. So saute this down just a little bit more. If you wanted to glaze it with wine, you wanted to glaze it with anything, go for it. But Rob's over here in the corner laughing. Hilarious, because I could have choked on the smoked hot paprika because no one told me. And that's what I get. The other meatballs I made today just had the smoked paprika. This was the hot one, which I didn't read. Always read, guys. Always read. Hi, Paula. How are you, dear? Nice to see you. Making beautiful meatballs tonight. We're making it with beef. We're making it with 80-20 and 97-3. You're cracking up, Cheryl? I know, because I almost choked. Because no one told me it was hot, because I should have read. Always read hot. You see the flames? Yeah, because no. There's no hot food for me. So here we go. We're just going to turn this down now. There we go, lovies. So we're just going to cook out that beautiful onion shallot flavor. And now this becomes your paillard. This becomes the moisture for your beef. There we go. So it's good to cool it down a bit, because if you plop it right on top of your beef, you know, it can sort of, it's hard to mix it up, because I'm going to show you how I mix the meatballs up. I mix it with my hands. I like to use my hands. You know, clean hands are the, you know, chef's best tools. That's what I like to do. I don't like to mix it around with, you know, spoons and all these different things. I like my hands. If you have gloves, wear gloves. I just like to get in there. But I have to cool it off. Best way to cool things off is spread it out. There's less surface. Boom. There we go. Fabuloso. Look at that. That's what we're going to put in. Hold on, guys. I'm moving over. That's what we're going to put into our... I'm going to give you that one. Thank you. Boom. Magic of television. Here we go. Here's the ground beef. I had it here. This is 93.7, and it's 80-20. So it's a mix of fats. It's really good. It's a little bit lean, a little bit fat. Fantastic. So I have this here. It's now at room temperature. You don't want it too cold. You want meat like steaks. You always want to bring them to room temperature and then cook them. It's much better than the cold. It sort of shocks it. So it's good to have it out at room temp. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen to it. It's been out for about 20 minutes. And now we're just going to add all of our beautiful flavorings. So I'm going to add, I'm not going to add any more smoked paprika. It's over. Got it. I'm going to add actually a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. If you want to add Grana Padano, it's fantastic. You want to use Pecorino, which I love too. But tonight I have Parm, so I'm putting a lot in. And what you'll find if you bake them, the Parm does tend to sort of seep out a little bit. And it's good if you have a sill pat, and it gets nice and crispy. It's really, really delicious. It's beautiful. So we have that beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano, a little bit of salt. Oh, could you get me an egg, sweetheart? I do put an egg in it. And in this one, I might put maybe 2 eggs. Now they're going to be very moist. They're going to be very moist. It's not going to be a real dry meatball. You're going to see, because I'm not using breadcrumbs or bread. So you'll see the difference here. So I'm just going to use 2 eggs. Thank you, Roberto. I forgot that. There we go. Here's 1 egg. And we get these from a local woman who has pasture-raised eggs. Really fantastic. Not like near Belvedere. If you live in the area, it's really fantastic. Really great. We're very lucky. And then we have the paillard is going to go in. And that's it. We got it. Here we go, my loves. So here it is. Here's that mixture we just made. So I'm going to put that into here. And then I'm going to show you. I'm just going to put a little at a time, Robert, because it's very, very hot. And when my hands start mixing it up, you know, asbestos fingers from working in food for so long. So there we go. This is going in. This has a mixture of mushroom, onion, shallot, and fresh parsley, basil, and smoked hot paprika, as we found out. Always good. Always check your ingredients before you go live so you don't have an incident. There it is. So there we go, guys. See that? There it is. There's that mixture. We're going to put all that in. Beautiful. I got most of it right there. How's it taste? Rob's going to taste it. He doesn't have a problem with hot food. It's good, yeah?
It's delicious.
It's delicious. And now, nutritional yeast, guys. Gluten-free. This also will absorb, and it acts, you know, sort of like breadcrumbs, but there's no gluten. And it gives a real richness to it, and it gives you your B vitamins. I love this on popcorn. Oh my goodness. It's just like cheese. Get some really good popcorn, a little olive oil spray, this on top. Go to town. It's just fantastic. So here we go. There it all is, my loves. Now, what would you add to it? What would you put in? Tell me in the comments. What are you adding to your beautiful meatballs at home? Are you adding Italian seasoning, you know, the dried Italian seasoning? What do you like to put in yours? Tell me. I'm sure people like to put garlic, all sorts of things. You know, it's actually not too hot, so I can go in there with my hands. My hands are clean. I cleaned them before. We're just going to get this in, but you don't want to overwork it. You don't want to overwork the meat. It can get it tough, so you just want to really just combine everything. Combine, combine, combine. I think 1 egg's good, babe. Yeah, I think we're good. So we just want to combine all of it, but don't overwork it too much, just so it's all together here, guys. There we go. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my handy-dandy baby ice cream scoop. Now, you can do all sorts of sizes with meatballs, guys. You want to do the big baseball size. You want to do the sort of medium size. I also love, you know, Nigella Lawson. I've seen her make really tiny baby ones that you can put in soup. I mean, really tiny. It took about an hour to roll those all out. I like to do sort of, you know, small, medium ones with the ice cream scoop. I've also done really big ones, so I'm not going to overwork it. See, there it is, guys. Look at that. There's the mixture. You can also turn it into meatloaf if you wished. So now I'm just going to rinse my hands. We don't want any of that raw meat. I'm still here washing my hands like all the chefs do on camera. Okay, there we go, guys. So now we are ready to ice cream scoop, baking pan with the Silpat, which is really good because it helps it not stick. There you go. Really fantastic. So what I like to do is just, here we go, ice cream scoop it. And if there's a little bit here, put it in my hand. And now my hands are a little bit wet, which helps. We're just gonna roll it. And then you're gonna get this size. How's that? There you go. See, there's some of the fresh parsley, some of the fresh basil, and then just keep working, and then you'll just line them up. You can line them up as close as you want because they were not gonna stick. And you're gonna get quite a few out of here. I don't know, last time I had about 2 trays. And what was fantastic, guys, what you do, if you really want to have an easy week of meals. All right, let's say some people in your house eat pasta. There's gluten-free pastas. There's quinoa, lentil pastas. There's everything now. Cook up a batch of pasta. Don't sauce it. Don't put anything on it. Put some olive oil over it and put it in some glass containers. Keep it in your refrigerator, okay? I'm going to chat with you while we're rolling the balls. There we go. So, and Bob's laughing in the corner, and I don't care. And, right, sweethearts? Let's have fun. It's a Saturday night with the rain, and the weather's not cute. So there we are, to make our fun. There it is. So I make some pasta, make some sauce, and then I keep everything separate. Put the meatballs in a container. Then if you want a fast dinner, somebody comes home, what I do is I combine it all together, And I actually put it in a pan on the oven, not in the microwave. We don't have a microwave here. So that's how I do it. So here we go. Here's the meatballs. Look at that. We can make them smaller if you want. If you want really tiny baby ones. I think when Nigella made them, they were literally, I'm not lying, they were this small, guys. That small. And she made about 100 of those. Literally 100. I'm going to make a baby one. It was crazy. I think she made them with lamb, actually. And what's great, you can make these, and they're great to put in the soup. Have you made the beautiful Italian wedding scene? Hello, Megan, Marcus, how are you? Fantastic, lovely to see you. Mom and Robert are here. You remember everybody. You remember Megan from PCHS. Yes. We just went by the high school today. I was waving at it. And we were out and about. So that's what you do. This makes it so easy, the ice cream scoop. It's just so easy to sort of make sure the portions are about the same size, and then they cook really evenly, which is fantastic. So what do you put in your meatballs, guys? Tell me. Talk to me. What do you put in those? Do you put breadcrumbs? Do you use panko breadcrumbs? Do you use the secret bread and milk mixture? I know Rob's mom, who's Italian, Sicilian, she just put what? Milk? And milk and eggs. She didn't put bread? No bread. Milk and eggs.
Just
okay.
The breadcrumbs.
Just the breadcrumbs. Okay, so you can use Italian breadcrumbs, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Hi, Kelly's on. Hello, Kelly. Chef Kelly's on. Kel, now you tell me what you put in your meatballs, because I know you've made them enough, and you've made all sorts of food. Kelly's a brilliant chef. He uses the bread and milk mixture, so use the paillard mixture. Yes, I've used that before too, dear. It's delicious. And also, I mean, you can use a paillard with gluten-free bread. God knows they have a lot of gluten-free breads now, so you could do that. So just pick up a gluten-free bread and the milk and soak it in there for a bit and use that, and that makes it really moist. Tonight, I just didn't have a gluten-free bread, so I figure let's just try it. I love shrooms. I love mushrooms. They're very healthy. A lot of people don't, but I find the mushrooms sauteed down with the onion and the shallot really creates this beautiful moist meatball. And not, hi Grace, not overcooking them. I have it set to about 375, and really they cook very, very, very quickly when they're this small, in about 20, 25 minutes. Also, what's a great way? Throw them into your tomato sauce or throw them into a soup. Hello, Maestro Gregory. Hello, Maestro Gregory. He said, work them meatballs, Eboli. Eboli is a character in a Verdi opera, Don Carlo. And he calls me that. I haven't played the role. I've sung the aria, but I've not played the role. That'd be lovely. So we're just going to get all the meatballs done. Then we have meatballs for the weekend. You can put these in red sauce. You can just eat them by themselves. Rob and Mom were eating them just the sauce because they're not doing gluten or carbs. If you're doing keto, these are great keto friendly. Just put them in the red sauce. You have a really great meal and you don't have any carbs. There it is. Or you can use, you can use zucchini noodles, use any of those shirataki noodles, but it's a really great way to just get all your protein in. And you can make them with, what do you make them with? Do you like to make them with veal, pork, beef, a mixture? I used to do it when I worked at one of the restaurants, I think with all three. But I thought, well, I don't have other ones, so let me just try this grass-fed beef. And the grass-fed beef, as you know, is one of the healthiest ones you can eat. And it's not too expensive. If you know where to get grass-fed beef, if you go to Aldi or Lidl or you go to Grocery Outlet, really fantastic, inexpensive grass-fed from some from Australia, really. So do yourself and just keep looking for the grass-fed beef if you eat it. Cooked rice, oh, that's a good idea, Chef Kelly. Cooked rice is a good gluten-free option. Cooked rice, so that's a great idea. Yep, cooked rice is gluten-free. Put that in, fantastic. So here we go, we're almost finished. This ice cream soup makes it really, really, really fantastic. We just put this on there and we're gonna have enough meatballs for the entire weekend. Did you ever, your family of the Italians make the Sunday gravy? You know what that is. They would make that on Sunday. The pot would be filled with meatballs, sausages, different types of meat, and the red sauce, and it would sit and simmer all day. And they would just pour that over pasta, polenta, and it was called Sunday gravy. They called it gravy. That's what they did. And it's delicious. I've never made it. Did your mom make that? Mm-hmm. Of course his mom made it. Of course. There it is. But we're almost done, guys. One more, I think. One more large meatball, and we're ready to go. There it is. Or maybe a baby one. There we go. So it's really a lot of fun. Get the family involved. Get this done. Bob's over here laughing at me in the corner. It's all good. And there it is. Cooked rice, great idea. Chef Kelly. And Chef Kelly, do you use just beef or do you use a combo? Pork, beef, veal, chicken, turkey. Turkey's great too. Thank you, Rob. There we go. Just wiping my hands down. Yeah, so there we are, loves. Here we go. Boom. All beautiful. I mean, they're not perfect, but there it is, you know, and then they'll flatten a little bit, but then this is what they turn out to look like. So I'm just going to take these. They're set at around 375 on the top shelf, maybe 20, 25 minutes, just check. Now, they will produce a lot of fat because you do have 80-20 in there, usually just beef cal. Okay, thanks for that, because I had actually, these past 2 weeks was the first time I've used just beef. When I was doing different things, I thought the veal sort of pork beef mixture was the key, but I actually think the beef was quite delicious, especially when you're mixing it with the mushrooms. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, I'll wash my hands after I'm finished. So I just thought it was delicious. So tell me what you think. If you want to try this recipe with the mushrooms, try it out, because I really think if you don't like mushrooms, I mean, if you're allergic, don't have it, but try it, because even if you don't like it, you're not going to really taste a mushroom taste. You're not going to really sense it because there's so much else going on. You have the shallot, the onion, the smoked hot paprika, and yeah, and all of the seasonings. And I think the mushrooms are just sort of a base to make it really moist and beautiful. I couldn't believe how moist they were. Can I try it? Or you can try one now. Let me see, because these are a little cold. They're sort of room temperature, but they're really, oh yeah, fabulous. They're very moist. You can taste the parm. A lot of parm in there. I'm a parm girl. I literally put in, I don't know, a cup of parm maybe. All right. Excuse me chewing, but you can taste that beautiful mixture, but I'm not getting mushroom. Really, you're not going to get mushroom like a mushroom stroganoff. You're not going to get this hit if you don't like it. So those of you out there who don't like them, you know who you are. Try it out. It's hot under these lights. Plus, it's very humid. Do you know? Woo! Past few days, humido. So try this recipe out, guys. Now, I just came up with this. I had never seen anyone use mushrooms before, but I love them. I had it a lot in the house. I thought, why don't I mix it in with the onion and the shallot and then saute it so it doesn't have a raw mushroom taste. I'm not a big fan of raw mushrooms. Some people love them in salad. I don't. Great seeing you. You look gorgeous as always. Thank you, Megan. All our love to you. Thanks, sweetheart. So let me know if you try this recipe or the recipes you try. If you have a great meatball one that you love to use, or is there a great place you like to eat meatballs around? I know around here there's some great places. They usually make very large ones, meatball subs. Look at Rob. Do you see what he's giving me? I have one of these. Do you know what these are? These personal fans. They are fabulous. They're so delicious. I hadn't ever had one of these. And Lars bought this for me when we were in Europe this year. We actually went to Brighton in Great Britain to do a concert. And it was so, and we were, in Denmark before where it's quite cool. Well, we went to London. We're walking around, it was very warm. Woo, was it warm? So we got this at Boots. You know Boots? It's the fabulous pharmacy, sort of like our Walgreens, but it's really fun. So he bought me this baby fan. It's great, very fun. So fabuloso. So guys, any more questions? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a quick one. And thank you so much for all the views. I think that was the first time in all of our Dining with the Divas, even since lockdown, where I did so many, that I've had over 1,100 views. Whoa, on a Facebook, which is great. I have uploaded it to YouTube if you want to see it. So please click on that. I'm trying to get some views and more subscribers on YouTube. So please subscribe if you haven't, because I'm going to be putting and posting more videos there, and trying to get a little bit shorter content. Going to try to maybe edit and get some on TikTok. I'm trying. Hi, Uncle David. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. We were just doing our beautiful meatballs. Here they are. Beautiful grass-fed beef. You'd love those. Fantastic. No worries, Uncle David. You can always do the replay on Facebook. It'll be coming up. Fantastic. So I hope you enjoy the meatballs. Try them out, guys. Try them out. Just have fun with it. Be creative. Add whatever you want to it. You know, whatever veggie you want. Add red peppers if you want to do that. Saute that up. Some people love red peppers. Go rogue. You know, you don't have to be always follow within the lines. You know, try something different. If it's delicious, go for it. Try different cheeses. Fry them if you want. You can also poach them in the sauce if you want. That's a great way. It absorbs all the flavor. So if you have any questions, let me know. Just put something in the comments. And what, sweetheart? What? Vodka. Oh, vodka. I love it. V, I'm like, what's V? Here it is. Hi, Sarah. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. Next episode, you know what it was? As I was reading my Cooks Illustrated, because I love it. Fine, thanks. Yes, I would. Just got back from alumni. Oh, fabulous. I hope you had a great time. As I was reading my Cooks Illustrated, I love that magazine, there was a great article and fabulous recipe for vodka sauce. And I know vodka is huge. The red sauce with the cream and the vodka. I read all about it. I've never made it myself. People love it. They put it on pizza. They put it on penne. They put it on rigatoni. It's great. I have some really beautiful tomato paste that I bought. That beautiful paste from Lidl. They had cherry tomato. I have vodka and heavy cream. So, and we're going to try it out. And there's garlic in it, and I will use garlic, yes. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad Aunt Susan was there with you, sweetheart. Fantastic. Beautiful. Woo, it's warm. So next one, it's going to be coming up this week or maybe next Saturday. We're going to do probably penne alla vodka or rigatoni alla vodka. Depends on what I have. But we're going to show you the beautiful vodka sauce. That'll be fun. I've never made it, so that'll be a first here. And let me know what you'd love to see. Thank you so much for coming and joining me tonight. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Is it? Yeah, because it's, sometimes I lose track, guys. You know how it is. And there you go. Get up on those beautiful meatballs, my loves. Okay, take care. Be safe. Love you all. Ciao.